Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to winter. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Snow on the ground. This is what should happen in winter. Snow on the ground before Christmas. This is wonderful, phenomenal. Not too much. You don't have to spend all day shoveling, but a nice little dusting. Give people a little bit of whiteness to get into the spirit of the holiday. And we are absolutely in the spirit of the holiday over in the Morano household. We are wrapping a couple of Christmas presents today. We have run out of wrapping paper. So my wife is out running some errands, and she is trying to get some of that wrapping paper. So we'll see how that goes. Had a great time last night at Arthur Idala's Christmas party. Thank you for the invitation. It was his law firm party, but honestly, it becomes a much bigger deal. It becomes an Arthur friends and family party. It was nice to see everybody, although, and including some people that I hadn't seen in a while. I got to see Al Gattullo last night. It was nice to catch up with him. Got to see Jolton Joe Sibilia last night. Got to catch up with him as well. But then there are other people, and this is where I wonder about my own lack of self-awareness. Arthur's producer, Joan, his radio producer, introduces me to a friend of hers, Elizabeth. And basically, Joan says, "Oh, you should have Elizabeth on your show. She did this interesting documentary about the Vatican or something." I said, "Oh, that sounds interesting. Maybe I will." I'm out of business cards. I have to order more new business cards today. And I said, "Okay. Get my contact information from Joan. And if it's a good fit, we'll do it." And that's true. I figured that'd be kind of it. She comes over to me about 15, 20 minutes later. And this woman, who I've never met before, who clearly had no idea who I was, other than the fact that I'm on the radio, she comes over and says, and whenever you hear a sentence begin this way, you know you're in for a heap of trouble. She comes over and says, "Hey, I know a big story that you should do on your radio program." And I know it's going to be something. And she proceeds to go on for, it felt like a half hour, but it was probably 5 minutes. But honestly, it could have been 10, could have been 15. It was just such a blur. Again, it's difficult enough to hear because it's sort of a loud room. But she goes on forever explaining what the problem is on West 56th Street with this. Judy DiGirolamo was checking in. She's angry. I don't know why you're angry, Judy. Let me know. Is that because I got stuck talking to this woman? I don't know. She proceeds to go on forever talking about how bicyclists are behaving on 56th Street. And I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, so I hosted nationally syndicated radio programs out of Chicago, Las Vegas, Minneapolis, St. Louis. Does she really expect that I'm going to make an issue of what's happening in terms of bicyclists engaging in annoying behavior on 56th Street? I mean, I'm not belittling it, but it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. So she goes on forever. And it wasn't just, she's so animated about it, but she still somehow managed to make it boring for me. And I'm looking around to somebody. My neighbor Tara was there. My wife is there. My friend Marlena is there. Joseph Billy is there. A lot of other. I'm waiting for someone to rescue me, seeing that I'm in agony. And finally, my wife came over and recognized me, and she said, "Oh, I want to show you something." And when she came to rescue me, it was like when you're stranded on a desert island and an airplane comes by and drops off a lifeboat or supplies or some hope of getting out of that island. It was painful. There were a couple of other instances that were a little odd last night. This one young woman, she looked almost like a teenager. I mean, I don't think she was. I think she's in her 20s. She came over to me and greeted me with a hug and a kiss, and I almost think she thought I was someone else because honestly, this woman looked vaguely familiar, but I don't know who she is. So she says, "Oh, hi, how are you? It's been forever." And I'm thinking, okay, maybe I do know this woman. I don't know where I know her from. And I'm trying to ask questions to elicit a reminder as to where I might know this woman from. And I said, "So what are you up to?" "Oh, how's everything? Anything new?" And then ultimately, my wife walked by and I was able to introduce her. And I got this woman's first name. Her name is Nicole. Still don't know who she is. So I asked Arthur, who presumably had an idea of some of the people who were at this party. He walked by. I said, "Arthur, who is that woman?" She's talking to me, and and I want to be clear, this is different from the woman Elizabeth who went on about this 56th Street issue, which I still almost am shell shocked over. And he says, "I have no idea." So this woman, I don't think she was a party crasher because she looked vaguely familiar, but she could have easily been a party crasher. I don't know. So that's that. George Passarello. See, it figures. I have a great app that rings my phone every 15 minutes when I activate it. That is great. See, my phone's on vibrate all the time anyway. Virginia, hi, Rachel. Rachel's not here. Rachel's getting her nails done, apparently. So that's that. It's just Carmine and me here. Carmine is watching a little bit of Bluey while I entertain you fine folks. I just had a nice email exchange with Virginia, and I see Sean Enright watching on Instagram. I had a nice email exchange with Virginia regarding plans for New Year's Eve. If you have not received a New Year's Eve email invitation and you would like one, please just email me and I will be sure. Oh, Il Cortile checking in, one of my favorite restaurants in the world. Rich Castaldo checking in, not only a fine political operative, but a great baseball player and businessman. Hello, Rich Castaldo. But if you want one of those emails and you didn't get one, email me, frank.morano@redappleaudionetworks.com. That's frank.morano@redappleaudionetworks.com. And just say, hey, send me the New Year's Eve email and I'll send it over to you. Everyone is welcome. December 30th in Atlantic City. Come one, come all. We got some great honorees this year. Dr. Harvey Kesselman, the former president of Stockton University. We have Paul Kelly, the owner of Longport Media. And we have Linda Cohen from Breaking News AC. A really stellar lineup of honorees. And we had comedian Fred Rubino. He's going to be performing. And we have to, I'm filling out the rest of the program with some other ideas. I'm trying to see what these boys are doing outside here. Are those boys or, I don't know, people dressed as Santa hats? What are they? Maybe they're Christmas calendars. I don't know. We'll see. Stacy, happy Saturday, Frank. Keep that snow in New York. I'm tired of snow. I bet you are in Colorado, Stacy. Maybe she was looking for Space Mountain. No, I didn't get that sense at all, Matt. Thank you. A couple of other things. One, I mentioned this on the air on Thursday. My sister-in-law, Kat, is in this Dolly Parton contest, and she posted these videos on TikTok, and they're doing basically an open, it's a very brilliant social media situation. They're doing basically an open casting call to cast the Dolly Parton musical. And my sister-in-law, Kat, performer and a wonderful singer, and she would be great in this Dolly Parton musical. Susan, WCCO listener in Minneapolis, we have more snow than you. You're right, Susan. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that interview with Tyrell Ventura on Thursday morning. So she would be absolutely terrific. So if you want to help her out, I posted the videos of her as Dolly Parton on both Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you could share that, as long as you use the hashtag, I know Twitter's not big with the hashtag, but apparently the Dolly Parton people are, search for Dolly, hashtag search for Dolly. That would be a big help because she's a terrific singer and performer and just a real character. Let me see if I could find a way to play that on here. Let me know. Do you guys hear this? Give me a thumbs up if you.
Well, howdy, y'all. I'm Kat Moreno, and I'm a Texan Times New Yorker. And while I may not have the natural assets that Dolly has, I think my singing's pretty good. Well, good morning, Captain.
That's pretty good.
Good morning to you, sir. Hey, yeah. Do you need another mule skinner down on your new mud run? Hey, yeah.
I hope you're able to hear it. Give me a thumbs up that you're able to hear it. All right. So that was that's Kat, my sister-in-law, Kat Moreno, and there's a couple of other of these videos. So again, just do the hashtag search for Dolly when you post that. Again, I posted it on all of my platforms: Instagram at Morano Vision, YouTube at Morano Vision, and Facebook at facebook.com/MoranoFan. Lorraine says, "Remind Carmine I am coming to get him Monday for our Christmas outing." Oh, he is excited. Hey, Carmine. You want to say hello to Lorraine? I say, come here. Come say hello to Lorraine. Yeah, he's going to come say hello. Yeah, he's very excited about that. I guess you guys are going to the movies. So, oh, come here. Come here. Say hello to Lorraine. Lorraine's watching you. You don't want to say hello to Lorraine?
No.
You know you're going to hang out with her on Monday. You aware of that?
I don't want to go.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, can't win them all. You know, Susan, I was taking a shower just now. Well, I mean, I take a shower almost every day. They say you don't need to do that, by the way. And I was listening to Anthony Weiner's show. And you know how it is when you got the shower going and, you know, Weiner does a whole thing, you know, does his opening, says, all right, we're going to be talking about this, blah, 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 blah. And then he says, want to, you know, mention the untimely loss of Anderson, I thought he said. A relatively young age, but apparently he's been battling pneumonia. And I meant when I got out of the shower to check who died at a young age, because there was no other mention, at least from Weiner, on about who had died. And I am seeing what you just wrote, R.I.P. Ricky Henderson. I am shocked. I guess that's who. I'm not a guess. I'm sure that's who Anthony Weiner was talking about. Blown away. I was one of the world's biggest Ricky Henderson fans. I never got to meet him, but to me, I was such a fan, not just when he was with the Mets, but really all the teams that he played for. The Athletics, the Yankees, the Athletics, the Blue Jays as part of that World Series run in '93. The Padres, obviously the Mets, several other teams. And then what I loved everything about him. The guy was the definition of a five-tool player. I mean, the fastest person, the best base runner, I don't think there's much of a doubt about this, of all time. Also, I think has the record, this at least years ago when I was following baseball a little bit more closely, had the record for most home runs leading off a game. But he was such a big part of that Mets playoff run in 1999. I love that 1999 team. And unfortunately, a lot of people make an issue of, he and Bobby Bonilla playing cards in that playoff game. I don't know the details there. I think that's one of those stories that maybe got a little blown out of proportion. But even if it wasn't, even if they were not doing the right thing in that one particular game, he was an incredible part of that Mets team. And the guy just seemed never to age. He was so strong. I mean, when I picture Ricky Henderson, I picture someone who's the epitome of physical fitness. You'd look at his arms, you'd look at his legs. The guy was a freak of nature. And you don't think, I know everybody dies, but you don't think of someone like that as dying. When I was into baseball card collecting, the card that I always made sure to try and get was the Ricky Henderson card, whatever the Ricky Henderson card du jour is. So I am I feel silly in some respects going on and on about somebody that I've never met and didn't know. And, he has real family and friends and coworkers that did know him. But I am pretty sad about this. So, rest in peace, Ricky Henderson. The guy was incredible. I loved everything about him. I love the way he spelled his name as Ricky. And then, but just aside from the toughness in which he would play, how he would kind of swat at the ball when he'd catch a fly ball in the outfield, the way he would crouch down when he was batting to create a minuscule strike zone. Then when he was no longer able to make it in Major League Baseball, at least initially, and again, the guy is just, an older guy. What did he do? The guy had money. He could have just, sat home and counted his money, jumped into a giant vat of gold coins like Scrooge McDuck. What did he do? He continued to play baseball. He went and played independent league baseball, like the Staten Island Ferry Hawks or the Long Island Ducks. He went and played for the Newark Bears. And I went to see him. My friend Coach and I went to see him, I guess, about 21 years ago. It's hard to believe. It's only 22 years ago. And he was great with the Newark Bears. And you know what happened after that? He got re-signed again by a Major League Baseball team, in that case, the Dodgers. And he was, again, by that point, he was not the Ricky Henderson of 1987. But the fact that he was able, through grit and pure strength of will, to work hard enough at his age to go from an independent league team like the Bears back to Major League Baseball was extraordinary. It was extraordinary. And to me, he's the epitome of toughness and a guy that loved baseball. So I am sorry that he passed away. Yes, Neil. I know he died of pneumonia. Anthony Weiner mentioned that. So God bless you, Ricky Henderson. We'll have to come up with something interesting to do on radio in his honor on Monday. I don't know what it'll be, but hopefully it'll be something interesting. So yeah, email me if you want the New Year's Eve invitation. Frank.Morano at redappleaudionetworks.com. There you go. There's my email right there. If you're on Facebook and you have not yet done so, please be so good as to become a subscriber. If you're watching on Facebook, you can click the overview button under the comments box, then scroll to the bottom and click the subscribe button. It's the best 99 cents a month you will ever spend, and that is a guarantee. Those of you that are watching right now, looks like about 11 on Facebook, 1 on the YouTube, and 4 on Instagram. You can help us out by liking, commenting, and sharing this broadcast so that more people can be exposed to it. So do us a favor and don't keep this to yourself. That's the only way we beat the Facebook algorithm, is by sharing it. What else did I want to say? I may talk about this more on Monday, but I was sorry to see, totally understandable, but I was sorry to see that Dan Abrams is leaving his show on News Nation. I don't watch much cable news, but other than Smerconish, I think Dan Abrams does maybe the best show on cable news. And I'm not just saying this because that's the only show that regularly invites me on, but he's great. He's not only so intelligent, I think he covers a wide variety of topics that a lot of other shows aren't covering, but he approaches it in a very fair manner, and he's able to have guests on both sides of the aisle, and there's not a lot of shows like that anymore. So he's got big shoes to fill. I told the folks at News Nation, at least some of the folks, that I'd be happy to fill in on that show, at least temporarily, but who knows. But I can understand, he does so much. He has this big media business. He owns Mediaite and Law and Crime Network and all these other entities. Then he does a daily radio show on Sirius XM. Then he also does a weekend TV show where they follow what goes on with police.
Where's Mommy, Daddy?
Mommy's getting her nails done. Here, come here. Come here. Let's say hello to everybody. Come here.
No.
No? And Mommy's running some errands. Here, I want you to say hello to people. No? What are you doing today?
Doing no.
Doing nothing? Did you have fun playing outside in the snow?
What is this?
Let me see. Bring it over here. Let me see.
This.
This is I believe this is a Nixon mask.
What do I like?
Yeah, this is a Nixon mask of Nixon as kind of a liar like Pinocchio. I actually happen to like Nixon, but back in the 60s, people didn't like Nixon. You see, the American people got a right to know whether or not their president.
Ew.
The American people got a right to know
Dad,
whether their president
get off you.
is a crook. Well, I am not a crook. I've earned everything I've got. It's funny that he picked out the Nixon mask. I don't know why. So, as I leave you, at least masked, I'll leave you with these words. Always do your best. Never get discouraged. And remember, those who hate you don't win unless you hate them. And then you destroy yourself. All right. Okay. You know, I had an Andrew Cuomo mask like this. I don't know where that is. I'm sure it's somewhere, but so be it. Funny that Carmine picked this one out. I don't know where that Cuomo mask is. Now I'm kind of curious where that Cuomo mask is. I don't know where. Okay. So that's that. I know we're in the waning days of football season. Real bust if you're a Giants fan or a Jets fan, but if you're a Vikings fan, if you're a Chiefs fan, there's a lot. If you're an Eagles fan, like Virginia and Kevin, there's a lot of interesting things to hope for come the playoffs. So we'll see what happens. But what I was going to say. So best of luck to Dan Abrams. He does all these different things. He's the chief legal analyst for ABC News. He's doing On Patrol Live. He owns Mediaite and all those related companies. He has a daily radio show, and he was still doing this nightly show on News Nation. I was always in awe whenever I was a guest on that show. And he writes books, one of which he was kind enough to sign for me. I was always in awe of how he was able to get all this stuff done. Never understood how one man with only 24 hours in the day could get as much done as Dan Abrams. I was envious because, that's the kind of thing I like to do, is get a lot of different things done in a lot of different fields. And he was able to pull it off. And now he's, I think, recognizing that he's a mere mortal and no longer able to do all of that. Neil, Monday is your birthday. All right. Well, I think Monday is also Festivus. Is Festivus the 22nd or the 23rd? I got to double check that. As a Seinfeld fan, I should be embarrassed that I don't know when Festivus is. See, Festivus is the 23rd. So that's great that you have Festivus. You have your birthday on Festivus. That's wonderful. We will do our annual airing of grievances. Any other questions? Anything else that I should mention? So we got New Year's Eve. We've got Dan Abrams, the sad news about Ricky Henderson. I was going to write a free trial. Oh, pretty soon we are going to be doing a free trial for the subscribers. And you could see what all the subscribers get. A lot of it's mostly access to exclusive videos and things like that. So stay tuned for that. Hannah says, how's the cats? The cats are great. Thank you for asking. One of them, I think it was Vanzetti, had a little red eyes this morning, and Rachel had to put some of that eye goop in, but he seems to be doing well. He seems to be reacting well to it. Grace, have a wonderful Christmas, Frank, with your beautiful family. God bless. Thank you, Grace. We are blessed. I hope whatever you're doing for the holidays, whatever holidays you're celebrating, whether it's Festivus for the rest of us, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's Eve, whatever else, I hope you're able to do something fun. And if not, if people are just spending the holidays by themselves, then hopefully it's an opportunity to rest a little bit and recharge your batteries. Monday, I'm still formulating Monday's show, but I am going to be joined by Pat Cooper's widow, Emily Connor. I felt bad that they did this big ceremony in honor of Pat's birthday at the Italian American Museum and a whole tribute to him, which was nice. And Emily was kind enough to invite me, but I couldn't be there because we had vacation plans. We were in Cape May, New Jersey. But I am looking forward to having her in studio on the radio. I got to see her Monday. We both taped Johnny Potenza's podcast. So it was wonderful to catch up with her a bit, and we'll do sort of a part 2 of that catch up on Monday. All right. Those of you watching, please like, comment, and share. Hey, bud. What's going on?
Where's the mask?
I put it away. You didn't seem to like it. You want me to put it back on?
No.
No? I'd like to know where my Cuomo mask is. What's
What's Cuomo mask?
Yeah, it's a mask that's Andrew Cuomo. That's in that style. Which got his, a long nose because he lies. Do you want to say hello to everybody? Hi, everybody.
Is that Mommy's?
No, that's Daddy's computer. Your face is on it from when you were a baby. Oh. Okay. We got Neil Schimler watching, Michael Cutler watching. Say hi, Neil. Hi, Neil.
I want to wear the mask.
You want to wear the mask? Okay, I'll get you the mask.
And I'm gonna put it.
Okay.
It gets scary.
Okay, stay here. I'll get the mask.
No, I don't want it.
Okay. All right. Hey, Mark After Dark says we should do more UFO segments. First of all, I think we do a lot of UFO segments, especially with the drones. Do you like UFOs?
No.
No? What about that UFO book that we like? What do we call it?
I want that.
What?
That black thing.
This is no, that's a broken hard drive, which we have to mail out today. So
Please,
that they
can
can.
I have it?
No, you can't have that.
Please.
I'm sorry, buddy. You can't. Have it.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
How about what's happened to the communicator?
Oh, the communicator? Where is my communicator? Let me see if I can find it. Ooh, okay. Let's see if this is on. Okay. Oh, it needs to be charged.
I need it.
All right, Kirk to Enterprise.
That's my communicator. Now it's mine.
Yeah, it's mine. Jeez. That was a gift from Jeff Schilling, I believe, who watches these broadcasts. All right. Should we go play inside?
No.
No?
I want to wear the mask with this.
You want to wear the mask with that? You want me to get you the Nixon mask?
No, that's too scary to wear.
It's too scary. Yeah, Nixon. He did, for all his strengths and weaknesses, he did have kind of a scary look, right?
Yeah, I want a different mask.
I don't have any other masks here, I don't think. Do I?
No. Oh, what? Why is that on?
Why is what on? Oh, this is a Comrex, so that when the phone is off the hook. So that when I connect to other radio stations or when I do remote interviews, I use this device and talk into this microphone so that I can hey, I charged your microphone. Why don't you get your microphone? We'll show people how it works, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, go grab it. Right, it's right there. It's right there, the blue one.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Why is it charged?
Because I know it was running out of batteries, and I know you were getting very frustrated.
I want that plug off.
Okay, so take the plug out gently. Here, you want me to help you?
No.
Yeah, you got it. See, you don't have to get upset. Yeah, Philippines gang member. Okay. Go ahead. Here, I'll take it off for you. Oh, okay. That actually is
And
tough.
then you can put it on.
Okay. Here, we'll do kind of a Donahue style. Hello, Carmine. How are you?
Not mine.
Go ahead. Say a few words.
No.
No. There you go. This Carmine does not want to be. So you got the communicator and the microphone now, right?
Hello.
Hey, why don't you ask the Facebook people to send us stars?
I don't want stars.
But stars are money. And then we could use that money to do things like take you to the indoor playground later. Although, honestly, I have
I'm going to the indoor playground.
we can go. Mom, we'll have Mommy's going to come back with the car, and then we'll go, okay?
Okay.
You like the indoor playground? Yeah, okay. Those of you, hey, people want to know if you're going to sing to us.
No.
Can you sing the ABCs?
No.
Can you sing Jingle Bells?
I want to.
You don't want to?
No.
Can you sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat?
No.
Can you sing Take Me Out of the
No,
There you go. We tried, Hannah. We tried. All right. Let's say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
So long. Farewell.
Stop, Daddy.
Did you have fun playing in the snow today?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
Eating snow.
Yeah, he ate a lot of snow. He ate a lot of snow. Philippines gang member says, buy looser. Buy looser. What? Do
No.
you mean to say loser or looser? How nice thing. He's angering. Philippines gang member says he's angering. I don't know what that means.
Grace is watching.
Who's watching?
Grace.
Grace is watching. How did you know that was Grace? Boy, you're so good. Grace, he saw your name and he said Grace is watching. I mean, what a smart boy. I know I'm
I want
biased.
to say hi.
Okay, say hi.
Why do you got gray hair?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Uncle Vinny is here.
Who's here? Vinny.
Okay, yeah, why don't you go let him in? He's at the door. Let him in? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to sign off. And, I have nothing else to add at the moment. Yeah, there's a visitor. J. Lynn Lowe. There you go. All right. Until we meet again, I'll see you on the radio.